Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dylan, and I'm back again with another comic book review. And today, I want to talk about Absolute Carnage, issue 4. Now, man, you can't tell me this ain't one of the best covers out this series. Honestly, in my opinion, probably the best cover that Stegman has done out the 5 issues. I'd say this cover looks better than the last issue too. That's my opinion, though. There's something about all that blood dripping on him. I love it. Man, Donny Cates, he absolutely slayed this issue. Ryan Stegman, J.P. Mayer, they did their thing, man. I absolutely love the art in this story. It is perfect. I wish they'd give Ryan Stegman, man, a Spider-Man book, honestly. A Peter Parker one, because I absolutely love the way he draws Spider-Man. But, let's get into this. We start right off. It's the story's pumping. We got, Venom smash. And Cletus Cassidy at this point is just loving it. Any bit of pain he gets, like, he's just laughing. He's laughing it off. He doesn't care. He's full on psycho mode at this point. I mean, when isn't Cletus Cassidy full on psycho mode? But it's interesting. At this point, Eddie doesn't have the Venom symbiote. Man, I tell you, dude, that Eddie Brock, the Sony Venom movie, really has screwed me up. I used to never say symbiote. Now that's all I say because of that movie. But yeah, man, at this point, Eddie doesn't have a symbiote, and he, a great thing about him, man, he is selfless right now. He isn't thinking about just himself, and he's full on human right now. He doesn't have his armor to save him. And right now he can't think just about himself. He has to think about his son. And man, dude, like, there's just this one shot in this issue when he's basically like, how much longer until the heroes are going to be done getting their codexes removed? And, Peter's like, 10 minutes. And he's like, well, I'll hold him off for 10 minutes. But you have to stay with the kids, Peter, because there's nothing I can do if somebody gets in here. And you have to protect the kids. And he's like, Eddie, what the hell are you going to do, man? He's like, you're going to die. And he's like, okay, then I'll die. And it is just full on selfless, man. Like, this Eddie Brock is amazing. And I just love this part where, he's walking out with Cap's shield and no symbiote or nothing, and Dylan basically is looking like, I don't know, man, in my eyes, like, Donny Cates is portraying Eddie finally as a full-on hero, like, and Dylan is seeing that. Dylan is witnessing. He might not know Eddie's his father yet, but he's witnessing his father become the hero that maybe he was always meant to be, man. I like this Eddie in this issue. This is not the anti-hero Eddie. This is a for real hero Eddie, in my opinion. I don't know. I loved it though, man. If you've seen any of my Venom reviews or Absolute Carnage reviews, I absolutely love what Donny Cates has been doing with Eddie, just completely grounding him. Like, he doesn't even need the symbiote in issues, and he still is slaying it. But, Miles Morales still is like a doppelganger at this point. And, Eddie has brought in some, like, symbiote equipment to basically help, Venom blast him, basically, to bring him back to normal. But, that fight between Cletus Cassidy and Hulk is still going on. And, man, Eddie thinks that, Hulk's got this. It's Hulk. He's got this. He's even got the symbiote. Like, he's good. But, man, Hulk's having a rough time, and I don't think he's going to win this one. But it is just, man, I loved it. Like, there's a big thing that is connecting, actually, Absolute Carnage with Immortal Hulk, because Carnage actually, with Hulk, using a symbiote, he's now connected to, like, the Codex, basically, or the hive mind. And now Cletus mentions, he's like, I see a green door. He's like, I want to paint it black. Um, but it's just amazing. So I wonder, like, in Immortal Hulk, if they're ever gonna touch on any of that or what. I mean, I'm sure like they might say something, but it's, that's interesting because I know Al Ewing is picking up on Donny Cates' Guardian run. So yeah, I mean, I wonder if they're talking and kind of collabing on this a bit, and maybe there's gonna be a future story to tell between maybe the Hulk and Noel. I don't know, because next issue of Hulk, Immortal Hulk, is going a lot more, um, like, damn, cosmic, at least from the cover, that's what it looks like. But, well, basically, Carnage, though, he basically, digs his tendrils into Hulk's mind. And he's like, no, not my brain. Um, and he's like, stop hurting Banner, and basically, turns Hulk right back into his Bruce Banner form. And dude, it is freaking ruthless. He straight rips the damn he rips the symbiote right off of Hulk like it's nothing. He cuz he goes to it inside his brain, and then he transfers into back to Banner, and he's like, leave Hulk alone. And he's like, my pleasure. And then boom, and he rips the codex or the symbiote right off him. And one of the biggest things, another big thing that, man, they're like, the more I think about it, man, Donny Cates dropped a lot of bombs in this story, man. Because I mean, I've read it like 2-3 times, and each time I read it, I'm just like, damn, man. He rips the symbiote off, and one of the biggest things that once Miles got shocked, he got Venom blasted or whatever, and he's back to normal now. He's not a doppelganger. He says, when I was connected to the hive, what was it? When he was connected to the hive, he said that there was something else going on, and that if he, like, Cletus Cassidy has only been getting the codexes from dead people, or like Deadpool and somebody else they mentioned, but they're like weaker people. He's like, if he gets Venom symbiote, I don't know what's so special about Venom's particularly, maybe because now that it's merged with Hulk's, basically, he's gonna become even stronger, and Venom symbiote is gonna make him more powerful than any of the other codexes would technically. That's what Miles gets at. So we get the big reveal right after, he rips that symbiote off. We get an amazing version, and at this point, once Eddie has seen Cletus rip the symbiote right off of Banner, Eddie goes, oh my god, for the first time, he's like, I know it, we're not gonna win. He's like, Carnage is going to win, God is coming, and he's like, there's nothing I can do to stop it. He has lost all hope, and you're just like, oh my god. And he does this whole transformation, and just as he's saying that, like, he's losing hope as he's doing the transformation, and you just feel it, man. You're like, damn, dude. But the big thing is, you feel like that, but then the next page, Eddie's like, but I forget that I've had help. But still, he has help from Cap, the Thing, Wolverine, but it's not enough. It is not enough. It definitely helps, because Eddie would probably be dead already if not. So, but I just love Cap's entrance too, because he's been using Cap's shield and stuff, and then at this point, Cap, Wolverine, and the Thing, they've all been released from the machine, and their codexes have been removed. And he's like, you've done a good job, Brock. And he's like, now what do you say? Can I have a turn with that thing? I loved it, man. I just love Cap. I love him in this story. But yeah, man, he gains a little bit of hope, but a big thing is another big thing Miles hits him with when he's talking about the codexes, and when he was connected to the hive mind, he knew that there is another the maker, when he made that machine, he was not being completely honest, and it did not just remove the codexes and destroy them. It didn't destroy them. It removed the codexes but it would store the codexes and collect them. Big surprise there, though. I mean, the maker not completely being honest and having a little secret side plan that he's not telling anybody about. Yeah, that you knew the maker was up to something sneaky, especially when he was, keeping all the symbiotes in that little bottle. Yeah, it makes sense that he was keeping those codex. So basically, they see a bunch of like the doppelgangers and foot soldiers basically for Cletus's army, all climbing around this one thing, and Eddie's like, oh my god, that's where he knows where they're going. They're trying to find the codexes, and in one split second, Eddie finally smells it in the air, and he's like, I know what it is. It's hope. And he makes it over and finds out where all the codexes are. And man, I love this scene too, because at this point, Peter's been, hiding out with the kids, protecting them the whole time. And while Eddie is going over trying to get the codexes out of this tower or whatever, basically, who is it? Norman Osborn, who still thinks he's like Cletus Cassidy, he is breaking in. And I love this shot with Spider-Man where he has like boxer wraps on, and he's like, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I thought that was so cool. That was just a cool touch. Like, why does he have the little boxing mitts on? But at this point, Cletus is fully, you know what I'm saying? He's whooped on Cap, Wolverine the Thing, and he's like, if you'll excuse me now, I'm about to call God. Full out wingspan and everything. It's so crazy, man. This issue was nuts. I can't believe it's gonna end in one more. After one more, I hope the next issue is like a big oversized one, because these are $5 issues. I don't know if there's more pages than a $4 issue, but the thing is, I read these so quick that it just doesn't feel that long to me. But I'm not complaining. It's still a good story. I can always use a little bit more. So at this point, though, he's finally Eddie has made it over to the tower, and he's like ripped open the part, and all these codexes are merged together. All the codexes that have been removed from Captain America, the Thing, Wolverine, and he starts to merge with these things, and he starts hearing the voices. He's like, they fall into me, the black rain burrowing and growing is what he says. The codexes writhing and connecting with my own. The voices of their former hosts, Captain America giving orders, barking orders and strategies of war, Wolverine's rage igniting my blood, and igniting my blood into ancient fire. I see Hawkeye's diamond eyes through my scalpel, or diamond scalpel eyes, and then he gets the Thing's ungodly, rock skin, and his muscles begin to turn into, stone, is what he says. And dude, so is this gonna be a Venom that is completely stronger and is like almost like a super Venom, where it has stone muscles? He's got the vision of Hawkeye, he's got the freaking fire blood of Wolverine, and he's got the heart of Captain America. I mean, this is a Venom that I cannot wait to see. This is gonna be crazy. And at this point, as he's getting this feeling, as he's leveling up, basically, as you could say, he's like, this is something new, something better, much better, and something I've never felt before. And he's like, now I'm clothed in the armor of avenging legion, and he's like, this ends with all of us. Or he's like, this ends with us, all of us. And he's like, because we're stronger together. Basically talking about us, not any Captain America. He's talking about the Codex is all merged, us together. And he's like, because we're stronger together. We are Venom. Man, this shit. It was too good, man. It was too good, and I love it. I want more stuff like this. More stuff that is amazingly good, like Donny Cates, man. You were so amazing. I cannot wait for this next issue. Let me know what you guys thought about this. And if you guys hit that like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.